Hey, Bitcoin Cowboy posse, welcome to really, this is kind of our first official Patreon broadcast. So, welcome. We find ourselves here in St. Charles, Missouri, up by St. Louis at Crypto World. With one of the owners, Jeff Wade. And this is the first time I've been up here. And it's Tuesday, so it's Crypto Over Coffee Day. This room that we're in was filled with people talking about crypto. They had a really interesting guest. We're going to see a little bit of that later in the show. Jeff, who was your guest today?
Yeah, so we had Eapen Thampy was our guest, and he is a lobbyist group in Missouri that's really looking to move forward some crypto-friendly legislation. So it's very interesting what they're doing. They're trying to be like Wyoming as far as in making Missouri a friendlier state for crypto.
I watched part of that. It was really good. I can't wait to go back and look at the rest of it. Part of Crypto World's mission is education. This room full of people had really interesting questions about, okay, how can we propagate and promote crypto in the state from a law point of view, from a legal point of view. The lobbyist that was here, is it correct? He was a lobbyist?
Yeah, he is a lobbyist.
He focuses kind of 2 years out, 1 or 2 years out. So he's building right now, trying to build what will come into law in 2013. 2023 or 2024.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're trying to. I think Missouri legislative, they meet sometime this month. So they're trying to pass or at least have some sort of bill or agenda that they're looking to pass that would take probably at least a year, maybe 2 years. We're probably that far away from, I think Wyoming did it in about 2 years when they started. So that's kind of the time frame they're looking at. But at least it's good news that they recognize crypto as a very important part of, not only the future and technology and how it's going to help out so many people, but also help improve and also keep it here in the U.S., the technology. But crypto world, we're looking to be a part of any type of legislation and help write those, help assist them in writing things that would be very friendly for the industry.
Yeah, if you saw Bitcoin Ben's show today, it's very timely. It's very timely. He was talking about people who want to have more freedom, and generally, if they can't get it in the U.S., they'll just move to more freedom-oriented jurisdictions, moving it even out of the country.
Yeah, I think we were watching earlier today that Puerto Rico has some really, a lot of people are moving to Puerto Rico, especially crypto millionaires that have made, a ton of money because with Puerto Rico, you're not having to pay any capital gains on any crypto investment. So countries like that, and also countries like El Salvador, they're looking to be kind of that, be in the place to where it'll be the crypto mecca, right? So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of money being dumped into El Salvador with what they're looking to do.
So part of Crypto World's mission is education, as we talked about, and that was just one step of it. Crypto World being one of the first crypto retail outlets in the country, if not the world. So a lot of what's going on right here is being it's trailblazing as far as crypto and education and products, and having a kind of a central hub where people can come for crypto over coffee type events. And it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting to see what they're doing here. What else about your mission do you want to talk about, Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're basically trying to, adding on to Bitcoin Cowboy. Love the name, by the ways. But adding on to this, to his comment is, there's nothing like this in the U.S., if not the world. So we took a risk on something that we had no idea if it was going to fail or succeed. Um, we all know or knew that we're very passionate about this industry. We want to help out the industry and get more folks into it. There's a lot of people, not only in St. Charles, but all over the U.S., all over the world, that don't understand crypto, and what we do is we build trust with those folks. We're not somebody that you come in here and, it's not like the internet where you talk to somebody and, I got a story to tell about somebody that came into the store. They weren't familiar with crypto. They saw our store, they saw our sign, they drove by, and with this specific individual, he talked to somebody about Matic when it first came out, and he decided to take the leap of faith and put $15,000 into Matic. Um, he had no clue on even what it did. It was just a friend that told him, "Hey, this is going to go crazy, so get into it." So he ended up doing it, put $15,000 in Matic when it was, I think, 8 to 10 cents, and then with Matic, it's, I think, trading at around 250, 260. So his $15,000 turned into $700,000 within a year. And with him not knowing anything about crypto, um, he wanted to take that 700K and move it into an exchange or a wallet that's safer. And he saw our store. He drove by and he said, "You know what? They have a one-to-one service for $150, and I want to have those guys tell me what to do, how to move it." Um, that same day, after he drove by the store, he went on Reddit to do some research on transferring funds, his Matic, into a wallet, met an individual that he didn't know, and the individual offered to help him. And he said, this is what you do with your Matic. You move it to this wallet, you convert it to Ethereum, and you send it to this address, and then you'll get it back in your own private wallet that I send to you. And this individual ended up doing it and realized that the individual he met on Reddit took all his funds. So he got $700,000 taken away from him. And he came to our store the next day, freaking out, wanted to see if we can do anything. And of course, we can't do anything with that as soon as it was transferred. The only thing you can do is report it to the FBI. But things like that, stories that instead of that guy going on Reddit talking to somebody, he should have just stopped here, paid the $150. We would have helped him move it into a cold wallet, help him move it to an exchange that's trustworthy, and then he would be good to go. So with the store, I think what we're seeing is we build trust with individuals, with folks that are new into the crypto space, and they, it's hard to trust anybody online. So when you can talk to somebody here at the store, we also, a lot of the questions we're getting asked is on mining. So we sell a lot of mining equipment, whether you're mining for Bitcoin or Ethereum. We custom build it here at the store. We also sell the mining equipment so you can actually feel and touch it before you pay for it, right? So things like that I think go a long ways to help out the whole industry. And like I said, we're trying to be that rising tide. There's also down the road, we have a couple of things that we'll be adding as a service. And one of them is, I know Bitcoin Cowboy and I talked about this a little bit, but it's going to be a hosted solution. So probably in February, we'll be offering hosted solutions for people that want to mine, because there's a lot of people that want to mine for Bitcoin, but they just don't know how to. How do you set it up? What equipment do I need? How much electricity is it going to take? How much noise is it going to, have? Is my wife going to leave me because it's so loud? So many questions when it comes to mining, and also managing that equipment, making sure it's running 24/7 and you're generating the Bitcoin or Ethereum. So we get a lot of people that come in asking about those type of things. So to simplify it for folks, what we're going to be offering is a hosted solution. So basically, you buy the equipment from us, and we would have a facility where we can host your miner. So you still own it. It's just not going to be in your location, your home. It's going to be in a dedicated facility that we've vetted out, that we know is trustworthy, and that miner would connect directly to your personal wallet. So whatever is mined every single day is going to your wallet, and you can see it and track it. Also, the facility will make sure that it's up and going 24/7, and if there's any issues whatsoever, they can be there to fix any issues. So that's one thing that we're doing, that we're very excited about, because if we can get more people mining, it only helps the community. It helps strengthen the network when people are mining. And I think it's Satoshi. I think he wanted everybody that wanted to have a piece of Bitcoin. He wanted everybody to have that opportunity, and mining is definitely the way to do it. So that's one thing that we're rolling out. Another thing that we're looking to roll out is we get folks that come into the store asking us, hey, can I give you guys $50,000, $100,000, and you guys just manage it for me? And with those folks, they're scared of losing their keys. There's stories of people. I think Bitcoin Cowboy can tell the story of himself, of him not knowing what his passwords are, to when he was mining years ago, or with Mount Gox, and how people lost their Bitcoin. So there's things that you hear in the news that can scare a lot of folks that are new into the space. So we are going to be offering a crypto fund. So we will work as a fund of a fund. So we're going through the legal structure, legal process, to make sure we have the right things in place to be able to do that. So theoretically, you could come into the store, and if you want to invest in a crypto fund, we would assist you on that, and you would get quarterly, annual reports, and basically we show we have that trust. So now I can imagine, as we build more locations and more stores all over the U.S., we're similar to now a Edward Jones, where we focus only on and crypto funds. So that's what we're looking to build. I know January 13th is a big day for us. We'll be in Dallas, Texas. We're going to be speaking about the opportunities of franchising crypto world, and how to basically secure your franchise, or the first one in your town or city, and what that would take. So I don't know. I guess we can announce that on your Patreon page, or give you guys access to that. I think we have it's limited to 100 people. I think we have like 70 people already registered for the January 13th event. And if you can't make it, we'll be sure to provide a recorded version or recorded stream of the event. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great things going on at the store. We're looking to maintain with our mission of getting as many people educated. We talk to Eapen a day, and a lot of the politicians and legislators don't understand crypto. So if there's a way we can help them out, and kind of help form it, or help them understand that this technology is going to be the same, if not bigger impact than the internet. And it's growing leaps and bounds, and we're all very excited that we can be a part of it.
Yeah, you would register for that event on January 13th on Eventbrite, and I will put a link to that event, that wherever you register for that event. It's free as long as you get in in on one of the last 30 tickets. Uh, Back in 2013, I had bought some Bitcoin, and I had bought an ASIC miner. It's a little box about this big, and it cost me over 2 grand. And I was ready to start mining Bitcoin. And for some reason, a month went by. It didn't show up. 6 weeks went by. Finally, I've been in contact with the guy. He said, I can't deliver it because ASICs were really the hot item right now. So I had to get my money back, but I was told that I couldn't mine Bitcoin without having an ASIC miner. Um, I don't know if mining pools weren't a big item back then, but it's like, yeah, you can't mine it on your computer anymore. Um, but I seem to find out that's not true. You can still mine it with GPUs and other things. Do you provide GPUs for mining?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're building um, a system right now for an individual. He's actually budgeting about $30,000 for a GPU, um, you know, miner. With GPUs, a lot of people that mine Ethereum and Ravencoin, they mainly use GPUs to mine for them. Um, with Bitcoin, I'm not 100% sure, but I think right now, and maybe you have more knowledge than I do, but the ASICs are the ones that are being used to mine for Bitcoin. And not sure if it's because the hash power and on the strength of what the network will support, only the ASICs make it profitable, I'm assuming. Um, so, yeah, I mean, GPUs right now are mainly for the Ethereum. Once Ethereum 2.0 comes out, you won't be able to mine Ethereum because it's going from proof of work to proof of stake. So proof of stake is no longer mineable. So, I'm not a financial advisor in any means, but I predict that when 2.0 goes live, who knows when that will be? They're saying June, but I'm anticipating probably the end of the year, if not 2023, that 2.0 Ethereum will go live. But yeah, I'm predicting that Ravencoin is the coin that a lot of people go towards for mining. There's going to be a huge gap of miners that are using the bandwidth to mine for Ethereum, so that needs to be filled up. I think Ravencoin is going to be the next one. But like I said, it's just my own personal opinion. You can still do, I think, Ethereum Classic and a few other coins, but as far as in profitability, I think Ravencoin is the next
Okay.
one.
All right. Yeah, so it's still within means to mine certain coins with GPUs. So that's exciting. You might want to just call Jeff, see if he can build you a GPU mining system.
Yeah, also the L3s are coming back. They're ASICs, but they're much cheaper. But the L3s allow you to mine for Litecoin and also Dogecoin. And actually, we found a way to overclock the Litecoin. So very interesting things that are coming out to be able to maximize your mining capabilities.
All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna go for a tour. Actually, show you around the store, show you what's going on here, what they do day in, day out. The coffee over crypto, crypto over coffee is. They're going to need a bigger conference room because it was standing room only today, and the interest is growing and growing. So
Yeah, so we've only been, what is it, August 24th was our first grand opening, and every week we do crypto over coffee, and we just talk about we have different topics. This week we had Eapen, which was like we were saying, a lobby group for Missouri. We actually had a few politicians that spoke previously. We talked about Viva. You guys are familiar with the Viva group, but we had them speak about custody solution, rolling over 401k, things like that. We also had SmartFi, which is a group that does lending against your crypto.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to sell your crypto; you can just borrow against it and waive the capital gains taxes that you were normally supposed to pay if you sell it. Next week, we're going to talk about staking and what the most profitable staking pools are right now. So there's always a topic going on every single week. We have new speakers. We had folks fly in from Vancouver to come to the store, not only to check out the store, but also, they're big into NFTs. So they presented Charles Hoskinson an an art piece that they hand painted, that they made into an NFT. So we're always having, like I said, interesting folks that come in and talk about their specialty. We're starting to record it and also do Zoom so that more people have access to what we're doing here.
So you do live Zoom events?
Yeah, like today was a live Zoom event, so
Nice.
we had like 4 or 5 folks that we patched in to be able to see it. So it was actually, like I said, we've only been 4 months, so we're still trying to get our processes in place. But so far, there's just a strong, strong group of crypto enthusiasts and also folks that are wanting to get involved at some capacity. I think I saw a stat that crypto and blockchain is growing at 113% year over year. So by 2024, we're going to have roughly about 1.2 billion people involved or investing in crypto. And so to compare that, the internet, which, it's something that none of us can live without, but in 10 years, the internet grew about 61% year over year. So crypto is almost doubling, as far as in adoption of that technology, it's doubling the internet. So yeah, a lot of exciting things going on. And it's just great that, we were able to take a risk on the storefront when, COVID retail stores are shutting down left and right. We're at least able to not only help folks out, but be sustainable in what we're looking to do with the mission.
So many people think that that crypto is the wild, wild west, and actually, I disagree with that. I think the internet is the wild, wild west. There's still a lot of crazy places you can go. It's still untamed, unruled, and Bitcoin is the sheriff. Crypto is the sheriff that's trying to bring order and organization to not only the internet but the financial system. So excited about that. So how do people? Do you have a mailing list, or if people want to know about your Zoom events, do you send out an email?
Yeah, so we have an email list that you can go on shopcryptoworld.com. There's a place to put your email address on there. So it allows you to join our email list. So we'll send out our Zoom events, our crypto over coffee. Also for people that can't make the morning events, we're starting to do Bitcoin over beer every third Thursday of the month. So it's usually a bigger event, 100 normally folks that we usually get a larger venue for that. And we partnered, or one of our partners, Bitsby Trippin. So he organizes that event. But yeah, a lot of great people and a lot of great opportunity right now to be able to not only invest, but also participate in the industry. And so we're all very excited on to what's going on.
Terrific. Well, why don't we adjourn? Anything else you want to close with?
No, I guess if you can't make January 13th, definitely just reach out via email on our website, and just keep an eye on for us. I know we are, we're only 3 or 4 months old. Our goal is to be able to open up as many locations that we can, both corporate and also franchise. So we're looking for, not only talented partners to open up locations, but if there's an opportunity to uh, get investment groups that are interested and see the vision and believe in what we're doing, we're open to that also. So, if we're looking to open up 500 locations within the next 4 to 5 years, we're going to need help from the community to be able to do that.
All right, and just so you know, this is this event, January 13th, is kind of attached to the Bitcoin Bend Founders event that's happening in Fort Worth in the stockyards. So if you're if you're coming to the Bitcoin Bend event, then you should definitely jump over there and sign up and learn what you can about crypto world. If you're not coming to that event, but you're in the Dallas Fort Worth area, if you're in Texas, sign up, get a ticket, get an Eventbrite ticket, and come to the event.
Well, Dallas is its own country, so depends where I'm sorry, Texas is its own country, so it depends where in Texas you're coming from. But yeah, I'd love to see you. I'd love to meet you guys and gals. And then, yeah, just stay tuned. We'll be probably, on the radar in the news for what's going on.
All right, guys. Well, let's go get a tour of the store, see what it looks like. All right. Thanks.